The Áo Dài, one of Vietnam's most recognizable symbols, wasn't always seen as tradition. There was a time when it was seen as too modern. The elegant silhouette we recognize today didn't always exist, and many of the changes that shaped it didn't happen everywhere, but right here in Saigon. Before the 20th century, women wore very different garments. Loose, layered, and structured, they weren't designed to follow the body, but rather to shape behavior. Elegant, but not shaped to the body. Because clothing wasn't just about appearance. It reflected how women were expected to exist. Then, in the 1930s, everything began to shift. New ideas were emerging in literature, architecture, and fashion. One of them was Cát Tường, an artist associated with the newspaper Phong Hoa, began to see the Áo Dài differently. He redesigned it into something entirely new. The Lemur Áo Dài, longer, slimmer, and shaped to follow the body rather than hide it. In Saigon, it immediately drew attention. Some admired its elegance, while others felt uncomfortable. One of the first to wear it publicly was Hồng Vân, and when she appeared, people couldn't help but stare. Some called it elegant, others believed it was far too daring for the time. One story even tells that someone tried to damage the dress with a knife. Fashion, it seemed, had become a cultural debate, but then something began to change. In Saigon, a prominent figure, Trần Lệ Xuân, embraced it. Not quietly, but boldly. She didn't just wear the Áo Dài, she redefined how it could be seen. And slowly, what was once considered too daring became a symbol of confidence. In Saigon, women didn't just follow fashion, they reshaped it. Wearing the Áo Dài became modern style. It became a statement. By the 1950s and 60s, Saigon had grown into a vibrant city. Across the city, tailors continued refining the design. Skilled hands produced hundreds of dresses day after day. One key innovation stood out: the raglan sleeve. It changed the way the dress moved with the body. By the 1960s, it was everywhere. In schools, in offices, on the streets. It was no longer an experiment. It had become a symbol of Vietnam. Today, the Áo Dài feels timeless. But its story is, at its core, a story of change. Shaped by artists, by tailors, and by women. Because tradition isn't always ancient. Sometimes it begins with a bold idea and the courage to wear it.